Lush, rolling hills, splendid Renaissance architecture, idyllic country roads, fine red wine. Welcome to Montepulciano. Montepulciano is a historic town and wine-producing region in the southeastern portion of Tuscany. At 605 meters above sea level, it's nestled between Valle d'Orcia and Valle di Chiana, two of the region's most scenic valleys. History. Montepulciano was founded by the Etruscans from nearby Chiusi. Throughout the centuries, its strategic position on a hilly ridge between Val di Chiana and Val d'Orcia at the intersection of key commercial roads has shaped not just its urban design, but also its history. Florence and Siena battled a lot over Montepulciano, which was crucial to controlling an important part of Tuscany. Then, in 1390, Florence allied with Montepulciano, bringing political stability and artistic prestige. The town's city hall, modeled after Florence's Palazzo Vecchio, demonstrates this strong relationship. It was during the Renaissance that Montepulciano experienced its golden age, with many illustrious figures leaving their mark on the town's cultural and artistic heritage. Today, this precious legacy forms part of Montepulciano's strong identity and can be admired in its splendid monuments and palaces. The City of Wine. The town gives its name to one of Tuscany's classic denominations, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, the region's noble wine. It was the first wine in Italy to get the Controlled and Guaranteed Designation of Origin, DOCG, in 1980. Winemaking here stretches back to the Etruscans. Records first mentioned Montepulciano wine in 789, while its trade and export terms were put in writing in 1350. The wine soon attracted noble palates, which is why it's called Nobile. Throughout history, it's been a favorite of popes, kings, and presidents, from William III of England, who even sent a delegation to Tuscany to stock up on the precious Montepulciano wine for his court, to the President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, who praised it as most superlatively good. Things to see in Montepulciano. Montepulciano isn't just known for its wines. The town itself is also beautiful to visit. Its scenic location atop a hill provides a stunning backdrop to enjoy the wines produced here, while its wealth of historical and architectural jewels earned it the nickname Miniature Florence. The historic center is easily covered on foot and provides many interesting viewpoints due to its high position. Starting off at Via del Corso, the main street, scenic cobbled alleys snake through artisanal shops and ancient palaces that show off their Renaissance elegance. Many of the most significant buildings can be found in Piazza Grande, the town's central square, which serves as the venue for many events throughout the year. Take in the town from the top of the town hall's tower, with views as far as Lake Trasimeno, then explore the amazing works of art hidden behind the unfinished facade of the Duomo. A unique feature of Montepulciano is the underground network of cellars tucked deep into the hills the town is built upon. Used for aging wine, they can be easily visited as part of a wine tasting tour. Outside the historic center, the Renaissance complex of the Church of San Biagio is not to be missed. It is said to have inspired Michelangelo when he drew plans for the construction of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. What to visit around? Montepulciano is the perfect stop between Rome and Florence for a quintessential Tuscan experience, complete with fine wine and great food. This beautiful hilltop town can also be used as a base to explore the region, with many of Tuscany's cultural hotspots and natural jewels within easy reach. Here are a few examples. Cetona, the medieval town nestled in green woods with a diverse cultural and archaeological heritage dating back to prehistoric times. Chiantiano Terme, a famous hot spring site with a picturesque old town full of interesting sights and artisanal shops. Chiusi, the Etruscan outpost with a labyrinth of underground tunnels to explore. San Casciano dei Bagni, the storybook village immersed in nature, has abundant, curative thermal springs and a medieval castle from the 11th century. Sartiano, a hilltop hamlet home to a fascinating castle and some of the region's most important Etruscan tombs, including the Infernal Chariot. Sinalunga, a lovely hamlet located in a panoramic position on top of a hill overlooking Val di Chiana, surrounded by vineyards and olive groves. Torrita di Siena, a delightful walled town with 4 gates opening onto the ancient historic center, full of craft workshops. Trequanda, a pretty medieval village with a checkerboard facaded church filled with precious artworks and an award-winning butcher delivering Fiorentina steaks across the country. Montepulciano also gives you the opportunity to include a wine route in your itineraries thanks to its Strada del Vino Nobile di Montepulciano e dei Sapori della Val di Chiana Senesi. It's a 100-kilometer-long country road lined with numerous stops to discover the region's wine and food heritage and its cultural and artistic wonders. Experiences. Foodies visiting Montepulciano will be won over by the exceptional range of experiences the area offers, from truffle hunting expeditions and dining adventures in the vineyards to hands-on cooking classes and cheese tastings at local farms. And of course, lots of wine tasting and wine safari options. For a deeper understanding of local culture, visits to artisanal workshops beautifully complement historical sightseeing, giving visitors a great insight into local art and craft traditions. You'll find potters, copper workers, painters, mosaic artists, and many others opening the doors of their studios for some genuinely engaging activities. Finally, Montepulciano is not just a treat for the eyes and palate, but also highly soothing for the soul. There are thermal baths where you can relax, surrounded by the colors of the Tuscan countryside, and great trails leading to the lake of Montepulciano and its magnificent nature reserve. And speaking of natural trails, with so many hiking, trekking and biking tracks, as well as horseback riding routes and fishing trips to nearby Lake Trasimeno, sporty types will be spoiled for choice in Montepulciano. Hospitality. There are many hotels in and around the historical center of Montepulciano, from luxury boutique hotels to quaint inns. For a truly relaxing escape, you can consider lodging in an agriturismo, a working farm in a historic property that has been partially converted to a guest house.